Howdy, KOZ Nation.
Hey, KOZ, how you guys doing?
TJ Greaney, Rick
Rick Magee.
Magee, KOZ TV. And so we're here at the KOZ World Headquarters and got a little fire going. And you don't need it here in Texas in the 1st of June, but it looks good. Rick said, "Hey, this is really romantic. Come over here and hold my hand."
Yeah, just in
I didn't
jest.
think that was funny. Uh, but on a serious note, we wanted to come and just talk to you guys about your role and what's going on in this world right now. So much turmoil, so much strife, so many questions, so much. Man, at our men's group last night, we were just all over the place with the way guys were feeling and trying to understand, you know, differences and how different all these people were feeling and all the things that were going on in our different communities and it was a powerful night.
It really was, and the thing that we were all over the place, like TJ said. There's real compassion for what's happened to the family of the guy that's been killed, and then there's real emotion around how what the real needs are, what will really address this. But what I loved about what circled back around and how perfectly it ties into what you guys do, what we do as a ministry, is so much of the issue here is the broken home. It's fatherlessness. It's the boy without a compass, without a rudder, and his lostness. And what you guys are in, maybe never more important than it is today, is to give a group of boys just that compass or that rudder of a man in his life. It's just mission critical right now. It's really mission critical.
And we were talking about some current statistics. You guys have done the training. You know the problem, the brokenness. You know FOMJ, fatherless outdoor mentoring in Jesus. You know all that stuff. And there's these kids out there today. There's so many of them out there that are just participating in all these riots or marches or whatever they are. And and after talking to our sons and really processing through some of this stuff and talking with Mrs. Greaney and the wives, really what a lot of those kids are is they're just seeking a mission. They're seeking something that they can feel like they're making a difference in, and they haven't really been trained, or they don't really have anything. They're just trying to grab a cause. And what it brought us back around to is that, man, you guys and what you're doing is mission critical. There is no more important time to go get your boys and mentor them and teach them the basic things that they're longing for, that they're seeking for, that they matter, that they have value, that you'll be there when you say you're going to be there, that their word and character and making good choices matter, and knowing Jesus, to have a personal relationship with Jesus and to see how a man operates in all that.
Well, and then you add to that the cause of Christ.
Turn off your phone before we make a video.
The cause of Christ is is the ultimate cause, right? And when we show them who Christ is, that 8, 10, 12, 14-year-old boy is going to be that 18, 20, 22-year-old that could be in just a few short years. And your impact on him and speaking into his life and showing him what love is makes all the difference in the world. You can literally head off, in some cases, maybe even the next riot in that boy's life anyway, and then your boys' lives. And we go get enough of these boys, we could impact this culture. Boys need a man in their life. A boy needs a man to become a man, and you're giving them. You are the hands and feet of Christ right now for boys like maybe never before. And we just want to just make sure you don't get lost in the distractions of other things. Satan can be whispering in your ear, maybe now like never before, because he's having an influence like never before of, hey, is what I'm doing really matter? We've missed a bunch of months now, and I'm not sure. It is so critical you get your boys back together as soon as possible, as soon as your state allows.
One of the things that we were talking about was how, and it doesn't matter what color, where they come from, whether it's on this side of the tracks, that side of the tracks, red, white, green, blue, purple. Every boy is created the same way. They all long for the same things. And the rescue mission, it doesn't matter where they come from, as long as you can get your hands on them, because they all long for the same thing. All this stuff you do in KOZ, the conversations, the time with them, they all long for the same thing, and they will all be affected by it. And I love what you just said about we can change the next generation one boy at a time.
Amen. And ultimately, at the end of this, it all comes down to one verse: really love. Love covers and conquers a multitude of sin. And so when we love these boys, when we love our neighborhood, our community, our neighbors, love's ultimately the answer. It will overcome. Love will always overcome. And so when you're pressing in, when you're loving every boy, in Revelations it talks about who's going to be there. It's every tribe, every nation. That means every skin color, Our job as believers is to bring the kingdom of heaven to earth. And we do that through loving. That's our vehicle. That's our tool. And you guys love your boys. Don't let Satan convince you in any way it's not important, because it's absolutely mission critical right now. It's never been more important. Love those boys and love each other as men well. And we can just start changing these families and these lives one boy at a time.
And again, to reiterate, you don't have to go off and figure out something different or something to add on. Your commitment to KOZ, you have been trained to do this mission. And culturally today, with everything going on, you've been trained to be a part of the solution. You may not be down there, cleaning up graffiti, or maybe you are, I don't know. But what you can do with the next generation, go out. You want to do something really powerful? Go out and get some boys that are new to KOZ. Go add some boys to your KOZ group. Plan a camp out with them for June. Next month, July, is the shooting sports. Start planning ahead. Really spend some time on preparing your heart and preparing what you're going to do with the boys in June, July, August, and really pour into the ministry that you're in charge of, that you have the responsibility of. You don't have to go out and recreate the wheel. You've already been trained, SEAL team level, for this mission. And one of the few opportunities in your life where you are absolutely anointed and called to and given the skills and the training to do something really, really powerful. So just know that, man, we love you to death. We're so in prayer for you. If you need anything at all, we're here. I mean, you know how to get in touch with us. You email us, call us on our phones.
Absolutely. And we've already gotten some. Some of you guys have reached out. We've got one guy in particular that's in Philadelphia that's in riot control, one of our HTL. So just be in prayer for him. I'm sure others of you are as well. So we're just lifting you guys up. Reach out to us. Let us know. And we're on your team. We're here to help.
All right. We love you guys. And you know what we say, regulators.
Mount up.